Hello, grade 4 of Tagum Usual School. How are you today? I hope that you're all feeling great and excited to our newest lesson in English 4. For this point of time, I want you to prepare your module and one ball pen. Please listen well and follow instructions carefully. Okay, so this is now our learning module English 4, Quarter 1, Week 2. Before we are going to proceed, please do not forget to write your name, address, or the location of your house, grade level, you write it here for, and the name of your school, Tagam Usual School, and the name of your teacher, Ray D. Montesilio. Now let's proceed to the second page of our module. In this page, we have our objectives because at the end of our lesson, you're expected to read each sentence carefully to get the meaning of the underlined word. The reference that I am using for this lesson is today's English 4 that can be found on page 15. Reading. The selection that follows tells about a man who has mindful of the things around. So, he invested time and energy to nourish a deserted place, give it life, and create a big change. So we have here a text selection entitled The Man with the Trees. There was an old Frenchman. His wife had died, and so had his only son. Why should he keep on living? He abandoned his farm in the fertile valley, selected 50 sheep, and betook himself to the hopeless deserted area. There, he would be able to forget the past. In the area stood the remnants. What do you mean by remnants? What does it mean? When we say remnants, it's a part of something that is left when other parts are gone. Remnants of 5 villages with tumble-down houses. The inhabitants have moved away. The old man looked around and came to the conclusion that this entire area would become a wasteland if there were no trees growing here. So, as he was herding his sheep, he would take along a little bag and gather the acorns he found along the way. What is acorns? When we say acorns, the nut of the oak tree. He would then sort them out and keep only the healthy big ones. These he would soak in a bucket of water overnight. Then, in the course of the day, he would thrust a pointed iron rod into the ground and lay an acorn into the resultant hole. Within 3 years, he had planted 100,000 acorns. He hoped that 10,000 of them would grow, and he hoped that God would give him a few more years of life so he could continue his work. When he died, he had been responsible for the growth of one of the most beautiful forests in France. In 3 places, there is a stand of oak 11 kilometers long and 3 kilometers wide. And what happened as a result of a forest growth? The millions of roots now hold the rainwater and suck it up. There is now also water flowing in the streams. Grass and meadows and flowers grow again. The birds have come back. Life in the area has also changed. People have moved back into the villages, are building nice homes and keeping them painted. Everyone is again glad to be alive. And strangely, none of them knows whom to thank for having changed the air and the atmosphere of the area. Now let's proceed in this module. Vocabulary. Activity A. Read each sentence carefully to get the meaning of the underlined word. Choose the correct meaning from the list below, then write only its letter on the blank before the number. You have here the choices: A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Now you have here the following statement 1 up to 7. You have to read and understand. The Frenchman abandoned his farm in the fertile valley. What do you mean by abandon? You have to choose the meaning in here from the choices. And then write the letter only. Write it on the blank. Next. In this time, let's learn about compound words. When we say compound words, one way to combine ideas into few words is by using compound words. Let's study these words taken from the selection. Let's say rainwater, wasteland, tumble down. How many parts does each word contain? Do the parts have similar meanings? Do the words express one meaning when combined? Compound words are expressions made up of two or more words. Most of them get their meanings from the words that make up the compound word. They are written in three ways. As a one word, examples: wasteland, rainwater. They are being written as one word. As a separate words, examples: lunchbox, news item. They are being written as a separate words. With a hyphen. Examples: leftover, golden-hearted. They are being written as with a hyphen. Next, let's proceed to the next page of our module, Activity B. Change the following phrases into compound words. Write them on the blank provided. We have the following phrases. Number 1, keeper of the inn. Compound words in here is okay, so the correct answer is innkeeper. You write it here, innkeeper. Okay, so for the next number, number 2 up to 10, you will be the one to answer. Okay, again, you will be the one to answer. Next, activity C. Write a compound word for each illustration below. Number 1. So let's say, so I will give you bonus for number 1. Number 1, let's say firewood. Just like that. To make it a compound word. So you will be the one to answer for the next number. Number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. Number 1 is already done for you. Next, let's proceed to the next page of our module. In this module, a comprehension. Answer the following questions. Why did the old Frenchman decide to abandon his farm in a fertile valley? So you are going to answer, you write your answer on the blank in here. Okay, so you have to understand. Answer 1 up to 6. Okay, so until this page only. So in this subject, I hope that you have learned something, and thank you for listening and good day.